Dan, tell everybody about your new gig. And, you know, everybody knows that you're with Lucas Oil for so long, so many years, but now you're with XR. Tell us about that organization and kind of the backstory of that place.
Well, XR has long been a streaming property, and they have done a lot of big races. Even back in they did East Bay and did some Lucas Oil late model stuff for, at the time, and have done IMCA races. They've done a lot of streaming things over the years, and as they streamed the duel in the desert, they became the promoter of that event a couple of years ago, and through their relationship with Speedway Motorsports, they have become more ingrained with them and moved on to do the Bristol event last year and did some races at Texas last year, and just all went really well. So this year they decided to go all in and have more races, not only at those properties, but we added Charlotte and then some other events like Stewart, Iowa, Belleville High Banks, and even Superior, Wisconsin, All-Tech Raceway. And as I got in the event business, the super late model was really important to Barry, and so Barry started, Barry Braun is the owner of the company, and him and his team started the XR Super Series, which is a supplemental series paying, pretty high dollar races across the country.
Yep.
And our first one of those events is this Friday night.
Man, oh man, I was in this business for a long time, and I talked to you a little bit earlier today. It was time for Racing Boys to get out of this business. We started it a long time ago, and we're a small company. But the streaming industry is really getting competitive nowadays, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, it really is. And because there's so much streaming and so many relationships built with different properties, it's not like an XR can, at this point, go stream a Lucas Oil late model race or a World of Outlaws race. They have, their own properties in place that handle that. So Barry decided to start with his team, the XR Super Series, and do more of his own events. And as his company grew from last year in January, he had 4 employees, and this year he has, he's up to 15. I'm number 15. So we really needed somebody to lead the operation and the event side. And my background just fit perfect with what he was looking for and what I was looking for. So it's been just a great match so far.
Yeah. Well, who would have ever thought you were, obviously you had experience because of your involvement with Lucas Oil Productions and their background and everything. What do you think the future is of streaming? I got to ask you this question. Some people think it's not good for the sport. Some people think it's good for the sport. What's your opinion on it?
Well, I think if it's utilized correctly, it is, there's 2 ways to look at it. It can hurt the sport if it's not done right and done well. Obviously the use of the streaming is an important element to bring people to the racetrack, to bring a racetrack like Bristol Motor Speedway to life. To people that might not otherwise be able to travel to it, and looking into the future, the next year, they're like, man, that was so cool on watching on the stream. I want to go there next year. And, if we can build a fan base and do it right, it has a great advantage. If some of the other streaming companies or different people, if they're not going the extra mile and doing it well and doing it right, they don't promote the sport in a way that brings people to the track, and ultimately that can hurt the promoter. But we see it. For us, we're doing both ends of it. We're doing the streaming side of it, and we're putting on the event. So we have an extreme vested interest for both sides of our programs to do well.
Yeah.